Would they have a Pacquiao Broner press conference? Did they? Yeah. See, they're always trying to pull fast ones on us. Jesus. All right, here we go. All right. Thank you. Thank you for being here. This is going to be an event that I'm really looking forward to. It's our very first MMA event. Golden Boy MMA presents Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, and as you know, these guys have a lot of history amongst each other. It really is a pleasure to promote a trilogy, and you know, when you think about trilogies, you think about some of the best fights out there. You know, you take a look at the legends in the sport, whether it's MMA or whether it's boxing. It's all combat sports. So when you think about Tito Ortiz, when you think about Chuck Liddell, you think about pioneers, you think about legends. And I mean, if you were to ask me, you know, who your favorite fighters are in the MMA world, all I think about is Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell. You know, they've been staples for the longest time. They've been fighters who we've gotten to grow up with, fighters who we've gotten to know. I mean, there's fans out there, casual fans out there who can't name anybody else but Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell. So that's why this event here was so important for us at Golden Boy to make, because of the history, because of the trilogy. I mean, who doesn't like watching a final chapter? You know, a fight that we know is going to be a great fight, because the last two were great. So I'm extremely happy to announce that we will be having 18 fights in total, including five amateur state titles that are on the line. So we've been able to work with Mal Valenzuela, who put this card together from top to bottom, and has done an extremely just a great job in making sure that the fans are going to be able to witness some great fights for the main event. And before I introduce Tito and Chuck, you know, why did I get involved with MMA? You know, when I first heard that that Dana and the UFC for some reason didn't want to get involved, it presented an opportunity, you know, and Dana and the UFC have done an amazing job, with Tito and promoting Chuck in recent years, but it presented an opportunity for me, an opportunity to show Tito and Chuck the respect that they deserve, you know. Imagine if they would have told George Foreman that he couldn't fight for a world title at the age that he was. What was he, 45, 46? Imagine, and he goes on and wins it by knockout. Imagine if they would have told Bernard Hopkins, oh man, come on, you're 51 years old, you can't fight. And he goes on and is now the oldest boxer as a champion in the history of the sport. You know, nobody can tell you, well, you should retire or you shouldn't fight. The fighter must say it. The fighter must feel it. And that's exactly why we're here today, because both guys feel it. And nobody has the right to say anything. Nobody has the right to say, you know, well, you should just hang them up. So the opportunity presented itself, and here we are today. You know, it's an opportunity that is a great one for the sport, I feel. You know, I started Golden Boy Promotions 17 years ago, promoting ballroom boxing with no TV and 500 fans. And 17 years later, look at what we've done. I intend to stay in this sport to promote the biggest fights possible. And we've started off with a big bang. We've started off with probably the most iconic names in the history of MMA. So it really is a pleasure to be up here.